Good morning, YouTube world. I just woke up and I wanted to share. I just had a dream, the most real dream I've ever had. It was a rapture dream. I've never had one. I've been watching them for months and months. I do have another story to share, but I'll tell you the dream while it's fresh in my mind. It was very brief. It was just a few minutes ago. I was awake, but not really awake. I was still in bed, and between that sleep and wakeful state, where I knew I should get up and I didn't want to get up, and my mind, all of a sudden, my mind was drifting, and then all of a sudden, this dream happened. It happened suddenly. I was in my house, the house that I live in now. It was in the morning. I walked downstairs and I saw my mother-in-law, who lives with us, and I just stopped in my tracks because it was my mother-in-law, but it was her about 40 years ago. She was dressed up like she was going to a party, like a New Year's party or something. Her hair was done, her makeup was done, and she was wearing this really pretty dress. I think it was an outfit that I made her, I sew. And she looked stunning. And I was so confused. It's like, how can this be? She looked so young and gorgeous. And she just looked at me and said, I forget if she said happy birthday or happy anniversary. And I looked at her, it's not my birthday. It's not my anniversary. Whose birthday? Whose anniversary? I was just totally confused. And just looking at her, I was just confused. And then all of a sudden, I heard a sound. And I think I went to the window. I had to have gone to the window because I could see, all of a sudden I could see the sky. And I heard a sound, and it was a choir of angels. I just heard angels' voices coming from the sky, and I look up, and there's this bright blue daytime sky, and these lights, white lights, tiny white lights just flashing, just appearing and streaking across the sky, and just appearing, all these white lights, and angels singing. And my heart just exploded. I'm like, it's time, it's here. It's Jesus, he's here. And I tried to say it, I tried to call out to my husband, and I knew, but no voice would come out of my throat. I was trying, it's Jesus, he's here. And nothing would come out of my throat, no sound. And then I woke up. This dream follows one other event that was from God that happened last May. Last May, about 2 months into the COVID lockdown, this really woke me up. I've been a Christian since I was a child. Haven't always lived a Christian life like I should, but this lockdown and this COVID changed everything. I've been in my Bible. I've been praying to God every day for months and months and months, and truly seeking. And I've watched a lot of testimonies and a lot of rapture dreams on YouTube. Well, anyway, this was before I had seen the rapture dreams. I was feeling a little depressed. This was about 9 months ago, I guess, last May. And I was reading my Bible, and I was walking every morning. So I went out for my walk around my neighborhood. I was by myself. I didn't see anyone around. And I got down to the cul-de-sac at the end of my street, and I heard this sound. And again, it made me stop. It made my heart it made my hair stand up. It made my heart stop. And I looked up in the sky. It was coming from the sky, and it sounded like a shofar. It sounded like trumpets. It sounded like that's the only thing it could be. Nothing else sounds like that. And I stopped, and I looked up at the sky, and I thought, it's time. It's happening. It's time. Jesus is coming. I mean, that's all I could think, and I look up at the sky and I don't see anything. But the sound, it goes on and on and on and on. It keeps droning on, and it's so loud, and it's coming from the sky. And I look around and there's no one else around. I didn't know what, it wasn't an airplane. I looked for an airplane. I looked for some machine. I looked for something. There was nothing I could find that could be making the sound. And it went on for at least 5 minutes. And I just stood there, bewildered. And then it stopped. And I was shaking. And I prayed. I didn't know what it was. And I didn't know what to think. But I didn't tell anyone because I thought they'd think I was crazy if I said what I thought it was, what I had heard. So I kept it a secret for months and months, and then I started seeing these rapture dreams popping up on YouTube. And that's when I decided to tell someone. And I told a friend of mine who lives in Alaska, who's also a believer, and she heard it too, in Alaska. She and her nephew have both heard it. So I've had 2 experiences now that I do believe were from God. And I do believe we're at the end. And I do believe Jesus is coming. And if you don't believe, if you think I'm crazy, I don't care. But he's coming. And I pray that you'll believe. I pray that you'll reach out and ask God. I pray that you'll reach out and ask God to show you if you don't believe, because soon it's going to be too late. Pray for me.